yeah, the social distancing thing is super important. All right, so we're at 7 o'clock. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me and Roscoe tonight. This is Bellingham Treehouse Yoga. If you're not a member of our Instagram account or Facebook page, it's creatively called Bellingham Treehouse Yoga on both platforms. And tonight, I want everyone to focus on gratitude in the simple things. So things like being really grateful that we have the technology to do this kind of thing. Being really grateful that your body is strong enough to hold you up in a plank, or working on holding you up in a plank. Um, I think being able to connect, like I hope you're finding interesting ways of connecting with people. I had a happy hour with my girlfriends via video chat today, which was really nice because I haven't seen them all in a week. Um, so I hope that you can find the joy in the little things today. And that's going to be the theme of class, is just enjoying the little motions and the movements and the things that you know are making you strong, even if they seem insignificant, like all the little wobbles when we balance, and maybe trying an arm balance for the first time. So to that effect, have a pillow or something squishy nearby. If you've never done an arm balance before, we might play with a couple of those tonight. And if you fall on your face, it's nice to fall on a pillow instead of a hard floor. So yeah, and Anne says she's grateful for the sunshine. And oh my gosh, how lucky are we, at least in the Northwest, to have had the most amazing weather this week to get through all this stuff. So, all right, without further ado, if you've got that playlist queued up, I would say hit go. And I'm going to be just about this far away tonight. So, everybody come into your comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. If you have a block or a pillow and you want to sit on that to give yourself a little bit of height, it might feel nice for your spine and for your hips. Just elevate yourself just a little bit. Now, when you just come into some stillness and really focus on just relaxing your body right now, and that can mean you shrivel up and curl up. Maybe for you, relaxing is lengthening through your spine and sitting up tall. The most important thing is to try to consider the next hour a moving meditation, something that feels like you're benefiting from it in a special way, not just a physical way, but a way that kind of like transcends just the motion. Go ahead and close your eyes tonight and picture that sunlight hitting something, whether it's the ocean, the trees, the grass, the flowers. We hit springtime today, so welcome to spring. The days are longer. It's starting to warm up outside. It seems like everything is heavy right now, but let the light come in here. Bring your palms face up on your lap. Invite in some energy. Start to lengthen through your spine now on your inhales. And it might feel good on your inhales to bring your ears up, or your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, it might feel good to set them down on your back. Come into your Ujjayi pranayama, inhaling and exhaling deeply through your nose. And as you inhale, you'll feel your diaphragm expanding. And as you exhale, your sit bones start to sink further down to the earth. Conjure up that perfect place of beauty in your mind right now. Allow yourself to be transported there. And on your inhale, let's sweep our hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bow your forehead to your fingers. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Set your intention for class. Inhale, sweep your hands up, big reach. And on your exhale, reach your right hand down, left arm comes over. Pretend like somebody's pulling through that hand. You're trying to find the one thing that you can't quite get on the shelf because you're too short, like every day in my life. Inhale, bring it up through center. On your exhale, reach down the other way. Really elongating through your obliques, your costal muscles on the right side. Let your head be heavy here. Inhale, both hands come up. And on your exhale, twist to your right side. Sit up tall on your breath in. And exhale, twist a little bit further to the right. You can use your left hand to traction you around. Maybe you take weight out of your right hand. Maybe you peek over your right shoulder to see how dirty your studio is. Next breath in, bring both hands up through center. And exhale over to your left side. Sit up tall on your breath in. And exhale, twist a little further. Weight comes out of your left hand. You can take a half bind. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, hands come down. If you're sitting on a block, go ahead and remove that. Let's just take our legs out to a wide V here. Just some simple stretching to start with. Inhale, bring your hands up. On your exhale, just reach over, touch your left toes or your left leg. Try to twist your torso to that left side. Getting into the hamstring, maybe even feel it in your shin here on the left side. Inhale, lengthen up, but keep your hand on your foot or close to your foot. Exhale, fold down a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen up again. Exhale down and stay here. Next breath in, both hands come up. Exhale, fold to the right now. Just notice if you feel a little challenge on one side that you didn't feel on the other side. It's pretty normal to have one side that feels a little tighter, a little less willing to go with the flow. On your inhale, lengthen up tall. And on your exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale to come on up. Exhale, fold and hold it here. If you can't quite reach your foot, this is a great place to take your strap. Inhale, go ahead and roll on up here. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Take a big breath in, straighten out through your spine. On your exhale, fold forward. Allow yourself to move, getting into those hips. I know I groan a lot in class, and it feels weird to groan a lot when I'm just sitting here with the dog, but if I make weird sounds, it's because shit feels good tonight and I need it. Inhale, go ahead and come on up. And I want you to extend your left leg long. If you can't reach your toes, this is a great place for a strap, but I want you to bring that leg up. If you can reach your foot, go ahead and grab hold of your toes here. Sit up tall. It's really easy to cave. So sit up and lengthen through that spine. Pull your leg a little bit higher. One more big breath. Exhale down. We're going to switch sides. Actually, no strap on this one. Right foot's going to go long. Lengthening through your spine. Just lifting. More opening through the calf here. One more big breath. Exhale. Release your foot. Go ahead and come on down to your back here. We're going to move through a little bit series of bridge poses just to warm up our spine. On your inhale, I want you to lift your hips. Exhale, everything comes back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. And as I'm lifting, I'm squeezing my knees together. Inhale, lift, squeeze those knees together. Exhale, come on down. This time we're going to hold. Inhale, lift, squeeze your knees, interlace your fingers underneath your spine. I like to press my forearms into the mat here, lifting my hips super, super tall. Stay here or option to lift your right leg. Keep your breath flowing. One more big breath. Exhale to switch your feet. Inhale, that left leg extends long. Keep your hips coming up nice and tall. Don't sag. Keep lifting. One more big breath. Exhale, bring your feet down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Keep your hands interlaced and let your butt come right down on those hands. And take some big, deep breaths into your chest here. This is a big chest opener. Sitting on your locked hands like this. One more big inhale. On your exhale, you can shimmy out of that. Release everything. Maybe windshield wiper your legs just a little bit. And I want you to take your legs nice and long. Hands nice and long. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, crunch up. Inhale it back down. All the way back down. Exhale back up. Touch your shins. Inhale it down. Exhale up. And down. And up. And down. Let's do 3 more. And up. And down. 2 more. Up. And down. Last one. Up. And I want you to hold it this time. Hold your legs long. Hold your arm long. Lengthen through your spine. And do these little tiny pulses together. Pulse your legs. Pulse your hands. Pulse your legs. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Take a break. Again, do what you need to do to release your lower back. It's a lot of work on the low spine. Grab behind your thighs, rock up and down. Give yourself a little massage on your spine. And then come into Navasana right away. So, Navasana here. Your legs can be parallel to the ground if you'd like, or you can extend them long. And we're gonna kind of just row a boat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach over to the left, knees to the right. We're gonna kind of kick and pull back. So it's sort of what we were just doing. We were kind of paddling to the left side. Knees are going to the right. So it's real awkward. If you don't want to row a boat, you can like do a little walk or a little dance. This is like disco stuff we were doing the other day. And then switch sides. Row your boat and disco to the right side. Getting into the obliques a little bit more. Woo, keep your breath flowing. It's always going to be easier when you breathe. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Navasana. Inhale. Exhale halfway. Inhale up. Exhale halfway. Hold and tap your feet. Tap your feet. Keep your chest and shoulders lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and crash. Oh, I want to pretend like everybody's groaning right now because that was hard. So windshield wiper your legs here. We're going to weave in a little more core work throughout class, but that's going to be the brunt of all of it right now. So grab behind your thighs, roll up and down on your spine, eventually rolling over your crossed legs. Take your cat-cow pose. On your inhale, open your chest here. Exhale, curl around, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale for cow, press your palms into the floor. Exhale for cat, and feel free to move with your breath here and throw in any side-to-side motion I really like to do. You can also press back to child's pose if that feels real nice. And eventually come on back to your hands and knees. And I want you to walk your hands off the corners of your mat for puppy dog pose. So Anahatasana, hands off the corners of your mat. Your forehead comes down or your chin comes down and you're pressing into your hands to stretch through your armpits, stretch through your chest. Next inhale, walk yourself back up to your hands and knees. Press your left palm down. Inhale your right arm up, big reach. Exhale, thread the needle here. That right arm's gonna come down,
Left hand can either walk out straight in front of you, or you can bring your left hand behind your back for a half bind. Pressing into the back side of that right hand right now. Breathing into your right shoulder. Take one more inhale. Exhale, that left hand comes back down. Press into your palm. Inhale to unwind that right arm back up. Exhale, set it down, switching sides. Inhale your left arm up, big reach. Exhale, thread the needle here. Left hand comes down. Right arm can walk in front of you or come into that half bind. Pressing into the back side of that left arm. Breathing into the back left shoulder. One more big inhale. Exhale, come on back down. Press that right hand into the mat. Inhale, open your left arm nice and tall. Exhale, come on back. And then I want you to just put your hands on the mat, tuck your toes, lift your knees off the mat here. So hovering your knees off the mat, and take that right hand and just tap your left shoulder over and over again. Switching to left hand on right shoulder. Might have to play with your feet here. And I want you to just go back and forth, making little X's with your hands. Couple more seconds. Walk it out longer while you do this into a plank pose. So here we are in our shoulder tappy plank pose. Take a regular plank pose, big breath in. Downward dog on your exhale. Lift with your hips, pedal your feet out. Everybody take a big breath in through your nose. And just one more time. Big breath in through your nose. So walk your dog out here. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Turn the eyeballs of your elbows so they're kind of facing forward just a little bit now. It's going to help open your shoulders. Take the first two toes of your right foot. Clamp them down on your left heel. Press that left heel into the mat while you're lifting through your left sit bones. Head can be very heavy here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let's switch sides. Place your left toes on your right heel. While you're pressing that right heel down, lift the hip really high to the sky, opening up the back of the leg. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, drop down to your knees, take your knees wide. Press back to child's pose here. And move in child's pose, move a little bit side to side. And I want you to walk your hands into prayer pose in front of you, and then bend your elbows. Walk your elbows out, and bring your palms back by your neck. Give yourself a little neck massage here while your elbows are walking out long for a big tricep stretch. One more inhale. Exhale. Come on back forward. Take your downward dog again. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Take your ragdoll pose here. That can be just hanging loose. You can sway side to side. Grab for your elbows. My favorite is to traction my spine by bringing my hands to the base of my skull. Just allow your upper body to be heavy here. If your knees need to bend, that's totally fine. Take one more big breath. On your exhale, release your bind. Inhale to unfurl your spine one vertebrae at a time. Bring your shoulders up to your ears as you come up to a nice tall pose. Exhale, hands down, Tadasana, mountain pose. Fingers are wide. Set your feet about, an inch or two apart on your mat. Lift your toes up and place them back down to claim your space. Moving through some sun salutations. On your inhale, sweep your hands up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. On your exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank pose. Take a big breath in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower down with those elbows pinned into your ribs. On your inhale, flip your feet, take cobra or upward dog, lifting out of your shoulders. Exhale for downward facing dog. Big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway and flatten out your back. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sweep your hands up tall, big reach. This time, left wrist into your right hand, tilt it to your right side. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, switch wrists and switch sides. If you don't do this stretch every day, try doing it every day. It's just delightful. Inhale to come on up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. If you're hopping back, make sure you land with your elbows bent to give yourself some buoyancy. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale for downward facing dog. Remember, you can always modify your chaturangas by doing some extra push-ups, holding your lower down for a little extra strength building. Big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, find the top of your mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up tall, big reach. Tilt it to the right side on your exhale. Inhale, come on up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, or if you're comfortable with crow pose, feel free to take your crow and then kick yourself back into your chaturanga. Wall meet in downward facing dog. Enjoy this downward dog. Let it be your resting pose, a place of comfort. One more big breath in. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop into your squat, top of your mat. So familiar place. Malasana, your elbows are going to be right in between your thighs and between your knees. Hands come to heart center. This is a great place to take a quick sip if you're thirsty. I like to sway when I'm here. The playlist is pretty mellow tonight, so it's like not a real bouncy club vibe playlist, but if you want to have club vibes, go ahead and do you. I won't stop you. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, hands down, bring your butt up, heel toe your feet through center. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Next breath in, sit low, bring those hands high for chair pose. Take one inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down, familiar place, Anjaneyasana. Inhale here. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head and lay back here, opening your chest and shoulders. Squeeze those elbows back like you're trying to turn on your shoulder blades, smiling them towards each other. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down, straighten out your left leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Very familiar if you were in class on Wednesday when we did this approximately 748 times on each leg. Hopefully your hamstrings felt good that night. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend through your left leg, plant your hands, step back and move through chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Extend your right leg up on your inhale. Step that right foot forward. Drop your left knee down. Side two, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head and really bend into that right knee. Let that hip sink down towards the ground. Feeling this in the left hip flexor. Lay back and open those elbows back. Working through your shoulders here. Take one more inhale.
Exhale, your hands come down, straighten out your right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing into that right hamstring. Next breath in, bring your hands around your front foot, tuck your back toes, and this time step straight to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Next breath in, take your chair pose, sit low, hands come high, inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, drop your left knee down. We're gonna switch it up just a little bit here. Inhale, hands come up, big reach. On your exhale, drop your right hand down, reach your left arm over. So really sinking the hips down towards the floor and directing your breath into this left hip flexor. Maybe you can touch the ground, maybe you can't. I can't quite get there, but my block is on the other side, so I'm just gonna let it stay. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Straighten out your right leg for Ardha Hanumanasana again. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend through that right knee. Plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. If you've never tried throwing a push-up in, maybe you try it this time. Work on getting a little extra shoulder strength. When you're ready, move through your back bend and we'll all meet in down dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. Sweep your hands up. One breath in. Exhale, your left hand's gonna come down. Right arm's gonna reach over. Sink those hips in, really directing your breath into that right hip flexor this time. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, straighten out your left leg. Sitting back over that bent right knee. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, fold forward through that left leg, tuck your back toes, and just step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up, big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna start our sequences now. Let's see how wobbly we can get tonight. Come on into your chair pose, sit low, hands come tall. Inhale to reach your arms long. Exhale, cactus and turn on those shoulder blades. Inhale to reach, pull your navel to your spine here. Exhale for cactus. Inhale your hands to heart center. Take weight out of your left leg. Inhale that left leg long. Exhale, bring it all the way around for figure four. Inhale your left leg long. Exhale all the way around for figure four. One more time. Inhale, left leg long. Ooh, wobble, wobble. Exhale for figure four. Sit down into your figure four this time. So hands at heart center initially, and then feel free to take them down if you want to hike that foot up a little higher. You can bring your hands down to the mat. And we're gonna come back here again. So for all of you eager arm balancers, we'll do Galavasana on round 2. For now, just sink into this balance. Getting into that left glute. We're gonna stand up a little higher, wrap it into eagle pose. So take your leg and wrap it around your right leg and your left arm under your right arm. Press those forearms out and up. This is your shoulder, big shoulder stretch and your upper back stretch. Inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale, I want you to fold. Fold, fold, fold. Sleeping eagle. Next breath in, uncross your legs. Keep your arms just as they are. Kick that left leg back for eagle airplane. One inhale. Exhale, land with your heel down in warrior pose. Take warrior one, unfold your arms. So hips are facing towards the front of your room. I like to kind of manually twist my hips because I'm really bad at getting my hips squared. So maybe take your feet a little wider. Hips come towards the front of the room. Bend to that right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale to pull your palms away from your spine, open your chest. Exhale, fold forward for humble warrior. Let your head be heavy, your right shoulder right by your right knee. Inhale to come up, open your heart to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to come up. This time I want you to bump your back foot so both of your heels both of your feet are flat on the mat. And then bump your back foot in just a little bit so you can actually stand up tall with both feet flat. Exhale, fold forward for pyramid pose. Keep that bind. Release your hands down to your foot or to the mat, feeling that big stretch in the left hamstring. Sorry, the right hamstring. Big stretch in the right hamstring. Bring your hands on to frame your front foot. Bump your back foot back. Plant your left hand down. Open that right arm up for a big twist. Inhale here. On your exhale, right hand comes down to the inside of your right foot. Spin it open for side angle pose. Warrior foot on the back foot. Big side angle pose here. Inhale to reverse your warrior. On your exhale, cartwheel your left hand down. Step into side plank. Option to lift your right leg or drop your left knee down. Inhale to lift your hips tall. Exhale, drop your hips down. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, everybody lift that right leg. Exhale to step your right foot forward. Come on up for warrior two. Spin it open. I want you to reach forward on warrior two. Reach, 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 like you're trying to touch the screen. Keep reaching. I want you to stay here. It's uncomfortable. Keep that left arm lifting in the back, looking right over your right middle finger. One more big breath. Exhale, down to side angle pose again. Feel free to take your bind if you'd like. If you take the bind, make sure you open your chest up to the sky. One more big inhale. Exhale, release your bind. Spin, so I want you to just heel toe that right foot out just a teeny tiny bit. You can come onto the ball of your back foot, and you can either stay in what's essentially a lizard pose. I don't want you to keep your hip closed right now, or if you'd like to play with vinyasa, arm balance, you can shimmy your right tricep under your right thigh. Hands are flat on the mat. You're gonna bend through your elbows and kind of crab walk that right leg out a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my elbows as a bit of a wall to lay down on and counterbalance, taking weight out of both feet. Keep your breath flowing. If you're in that lizard pose, take one more breath. If you're in the arm balance, one more breath. On your exhale, step or kick it back. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Notice how you feel side to side. Pedal out your feet here. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, step into your squat, top of the mat. All right. So you probably have one side feeling pretty open and like it's doing stuff. We're gonna get to that left side, but while we're here, I want you to take a moment to play with a crow pose if you're interested in going up into a tiny arm balance. And if you've never done a crow pose, it's a great one to start with. If you have a block or a pillow, put it right down in front of you in case you crash forward. Your fingers are gonna be spread wide on the mat. You're gonna walk your toes up to the back of your wrist, bend through your elbows so you make this nice little shelf. Walk your knees right up to your triceps, and the most important thing is to not look down. You wanna look forward. Come up on your tippy toes, squeeze those triceps into your knees, maybe lift one hip, maybe lift two feet, and maybe you hold some weight, and if you fall down, you're falling into a pillow. So that's nice. So play with that for another second or two. Crow pose is a good, strong pose, and once you get that counterweighty balance of crow, the other arm balances start to get a lot easier. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, sweep yourself up nice and tall. Exhale, jump to center of your mat. Side two. Sit low, hands come high. Inhale for chair pose. Exhale, open your chest, cactus your arms back. Inhale to sweep your arms long. Exhale for cactus. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take that right foot, cross over your left thigh, scoot down for figure four. Inhale to kick that right foot back. Exhale, bring it forward, figure four. Inhale, stand and lengthen, last time. Exhale, take your figure four. Sit on down here. You can stay right where you are. This is a very powerful, strong pose. I usually scoot my leg up a little higher. If you want a really deep glute stretch, you can bring your hands down to the mat. And oh my God, it's such a nice stretch on that right hip. Love it. Take one more breath. Then we're going to start to stand and wrap it into eagle pose. That right leg's going to continue to slither around that left leg. Right arm is going to go under your left arm. Press those forearms out and away, really getting into that shoulder and upper back stretch. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, wow, fold forward. Keep your breath flowing. Inhale, start to come up, uncross that leg, take it back for a bound airplane pose. One more breath here. On your exhale, land in that warrior foot. Release your hands, maybe heel to that foot out to the left a little bit more. And take a moment to pull up your pants, it's just for me, and twist your hips so they're facing the front of the room. Inhale your hands tall. And in warrior one, it's one of those poses where you want to try to peel the inside of your back foot off the mat. Like it might not actually happen, but that's the motion you want. So take a big breath here. Exhale to interlace your fingers with the opposite thumb on top. Inhale to open your chest. Exhale, fold it forward. Release your head. Inhale to lift, open. Exhale, fold, and enjoy this humble warrior. That left shoulder's right at your left knee. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, go ahead and come on back up. We're going to take that back foot and kind of step it in about a foot or so. So our legs and our feet are flat on the mat. Hands are still bound. Take a breath in and fold forward for deep pyramid pose on your exhale. Now we're in that left hamstring. I kept saying left on the first side, but now we're feeling that left hamstring. Should feel real nice. You can release your bind this time. Hopefully your shoulders starting to open up. Take one more big breath. On your exhale, I want you to pop that right foot back into a warrior foot. So your right foot's parallel to the back side of your mat. Plant your right hand down. Inhale to open that left arm up for a big twist. Hold here. One more big breath in. Exhale, left hand comes into the inside of that left foot. Open your right arm now for side angle pose. Next inhale, reverse all the way through your warrior. Exhale, come on back to that warrior two. So reaching that warrior two. Might have screwed up our order of things, but I promise we'll do all the things. So I want you to reach really hard to this warrior two. Deep bend in that left leg, putting a lot of extra weight in that left leg. Torso's twisting to the right side of your mat. Inhale, reverse again. This time on your exhale, cartwheel that right hand down. Plant your right hand. See if you can just use your right hand and step it back into your side plank. Option to lift that left leg. Take an inhale, hips are high. Exhale, drop your hips down. Inhale, lift everything high. Exhale, hips come down. One more. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, hips down. Take a big breath in. Look at the top of your mat. Step that left foot forward. And here we're going to spin onto the ball of your back foot. And you can either stay in this lizard pose. I didn't screw my order. That makes me happy. So you can either stay in this lizard pose just like this. Or you can walk that left foot off the corner of your mat. Sneak this left tricep under your left thigh. Make a little shelf with your elbows. Start to set your weight down on your elbows. And just, it really helps to shift your weight forward here too because your bottom and your legs are so heavy. See if you can extend that leg out.
If you're in lizard, keep squeezing your elbow and your knee together. Take one more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. And everybody take a child's pose here. Take your knees nice and wide. Set your hips back towards your heels. Circle out your wrists. Let your heart rate come back down. Reach your hands really long and press those palms actively into the mat. Take an inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands over to the right side. Place your left palm on top of your right palm. And I like to set my my head down on my left tricep here. Keep sinking that left hip back towards your left heel for a big side stretch to the left side of your body. Inhale to walk it through center. Exhale to the left side. Place your right palm on top of your left palm. Let that breath and heart rate start to come back down. But don't worry, we still have more. We're doing a whole other sequence. On your inhale, walk it through center. Tuck those toes, take downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. So we'll add a little bit more spice on to this next round. And then we'll bring it back down to the mat and we'll chill out and take a nap. Big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Sweep your hands high, butt comes low, chair pose. Big inhale. Exhale for cactus arms. Inhale to reach. Exhale for cactus. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take your left leg over your right thigh for figure four. Now is your chance to play with Galavasana. If you want to play with this arm balance, your hands are going to come down to the mat. You're going to wrap your left toes just around the right tricep. And it's almost like a crow pose in how you have to really squeeze everything in. Your vision is forward. And maybe you take weight out of that right foot. Maybe you extend your right foot long. If you're in that balance, make your way back up. And if you have questions, we can talk about this in the live chat after class. Bring your hands back to heart center. Stand up, take your eagle pose again. Wrap that left leg around your right leg, left arm under your right arm. Press those forearms out and up. Take a big inhale to reach high. Exhale, one slow breath into sleeping eagle. Inhale to come on up, release your leg back. Take your bound airplane pose. One inhale, and this time on your exhale, land with both feet flat. So you're in this bound eagle with both feet flat. Release your hands tall for an inhale. Exhale, we're gonna come right into that pyramid pose here. Fold forward, so both feet are flat on the mat right now. Let your head be really heavy in pyramid pose. Might feel good to do that traction of your spine thing here. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, bump your left foot back into your warrior foot. So maybe you want to put your feet a little bit wider like on railroad tracks. Inhale your hands high. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back for humble warrior. Again, inhale to reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift through your chest, expand. Stay low on that right leg. Exhale, fold forward for humble warrior. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can shimmy your right hand under, your torso still facing down, and fly your hands wide for warrior four. Sometimes I flap my wings like I was a flying warrior. One more breath in. On your exhale, spin onto the ball of your back foot. Plant that left hand. Open your right arm to the right. Big twist here. And I want you to just continue to pivot over. Just that same stretch we did the other night. So all your toes point to the right side for that awkward lunge. Lovely IT band stretch. So I'm on the outside of both of my feet for this awkward lunge. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, pivot all the way around so your toes point the other way now. Bend deep to that right knee. Take Skandasana.
My left toes are pointing to the sky. My right foot is mostly flat on the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch sides. Come to the back of your mat. Point those right toes up. Take an inhale here. It's my jazz hands. Exhale, jazz hands your way back to the front of the mat. This time, want your warrior foot in the back. Right hand comes down inside that right foot. Now we open to our side angle pose where we already just were. Feel free to take your bind, full bind or a half bind or bird of paradise if you would like to step your way up to the top of the mat with that left foot. Start to stand up nice and tall. Either stay here or you can play with extending that right leg. This is my bad side. If you're up, make your way back down. If you have the bind, release it. Everybody, inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale to cartwheel your left hand down. Step it back to side plank. And this time, if you want to bring your left knee down, that's fine, but everybody lift that right leg up. Take a breath in. Exhale, crunch your elbow into your knee. Inhale to reach it long. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach it long. Look at the top of your mat. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Drop that left knee down. Now we can have a nice lizard pose on the right side. Heel toe your foot out to the right. So my toes are pointing to about, I'm going to back up so you can see. My toes are pointing to about 2 o'clock. Getting into that hip. Feels good. If you want to play with the arm balance, this is a great place to get into it as well, or you can hang out in your lizard pose. We're not staying for too much longer because we've got to do a whole other side. And time is of the essence. So wherever you are, take one more inhale. On your exhale, step it back. Move through your chaturanga. We'll all meet in down dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Let over exhale, bend your knees and lift your heels, find the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, swooping right into that chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale to cactus your arms. Inhale, hands to heart center. Take your figure 4, cross that right leg over your left thigh. Feel free to stay right here. Feel free to bring your hands down to the mat. Or feel free to take that arm balance where you bring your hands down, wrap those toes around your left tricep this time. And again, looking forward, using my right shin as kind of a balance point, taking weight out of that left foot. If you're down, make your way back up. Sliding into eagle pose. Right arm under left arm. Press those forearms out and up. Take an inhale. Exhale, one big deep breath into sleeping eagle. Inhale, come on up. Ooh. Exhale. This time I want you to just step that right foot back so it's flat. So you're in your pyramid, feet, both feet are flat on the mat. Release your hands. Inhale to reach up tall. Exhale, fold for your pyramid. Head can be heavy. Come back into your breath and back into your focus. One more inhale. On your exhale, bump that right foot back. Spin that heel down so in your warrior foot. Inhale, straighten your hips out towards the top of the room. Hands come up for one breath. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale to bring your palms away from your spine. Open your chest. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale to fold forward. Stay here and enjoy it. Feels good. One more big breath. Exhale, release your hands down. Spin onto the ball of your back foot here. Plant that right hand. Inhale, open for this big, big, big twist.
And on your exhale, let your toes keep rotating over to the left side for that awkward lunge on the outside of both of your feet. Roscoe is clearly ready for Shavasana. Take one more big breath in. On your exhale, we're gonna pivot all the way around the other way so our left knee is deeply bent. Our right toes are to the sky. Take one inhale. Exhale, slide on back, keeping it low to the back of your mat. I love Skandasana. It's such an awesome deep hip stretch. It's one of my favorites. One more big breath. Exhale, cruise on back to the front of your mat. This time, back into your warrior foot. Inhale that right arm up for side angle pose, and you can stay right here, or you can take your half bind or full bind. If you take that bind, really open your chest back up to the sky. Feel free to step it forward for your bird of paradise. Make sure you establish balance. Before you start to stand up, you're less likely to tip over. Feel free to extend that leg. Sometimes I just like to swing it around like I'm a broken bird or with a broken wing. If you're up, make your way back down. If you have that bind, release your bind. On your inhale, reverse all the way through your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel that right hand down. Step it back to side plank. Try not to use that second hand. Option to lift this left leg tall and do the core work. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it forward. Inhale to reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale it long. If I look at the top of your mat, step that left foot back forward. Drop your right knee down. Untuck your back toes. Take your lizard pose. So heel toe your feet out to about 10 o'clock line. If you want to get for a quad stretch, you can also reach back with your left hand and grab your foot, pulling that foot in towards your bum. Also, you have the arm balance, which we went through on the first side, so feel free to take that if you'd like. One more breath in lizard on this side. On your exhale, step back and move through your final vinyasa tonight. And then everybody meet me back in child's pose. Big deep breaths. This is an active child's pose. I want you to press your hands into the earth, lifting through your shoulders. And as you exhale, feel your weight settling into the mat. Might feel good to wiggle your hips a little bit side to side. Next breath in, crawl forward onto your forearms for forearm plank. So in forearm plank here, your hips are lifting, you're not sagging, everything is lifting nice and strong. Cover your left toes off the mat. If you want to, you can do these nice little taps. I like to swing my leg out and back. Little hip work, keep those hips lifting. Torso lifting, bring it back. Second side, hover your right foot. Do a couple little taps. Send that right foot out. Swivels right on back. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your hips down. Pull yourself through your forearms for Sphinx pose. One more big breath. Exhale, bring a cheek down to the mat. Wiggle your hips out. Bend into your feet here. Reach back and grab the tops of your feet. You can stay down the mat just like this, or you can try to peel your chest up for bow pose. So kick into your hands, inhale and lift your chest, lift your feet high. Keep your breath flowing, do not hold your breath here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release everything down, opposite cheek to the mat. Windshield wiper your legs. On your next inhale, tuck your toes, come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, pigeon pose. Bring that right shin parallel to the top of the mat.
Sitting up nice and tall on your breath in. Exhale, you can either fold forward, you can take your king pigeon where you're bending through that left leg, reaching back, grabbing your left foot. My favorite is to thread the needle where I take my left shoulder and thread it under my right arm. And I'll walk my right hand back and maybe find my toes there. So many options in pigeon pose. Take one more big breath in on this side. On your exhale, come on back to your hands. Take your downward facing dog. Shake out that right leg. And then second side, left leg lifts on your inhale. Left leg comes forward. Drop that right knee down. Untuck those back toes and either stay up tall or you can reach back and take your king pigeon here. You can fold forward or take the twist where you thread your right arm under your left. Take one more breath on this side. Make your way back to your hands and shake out that left leg. Come back to your downward facing dog. Drop your knees down. Come into your comfortable seat here. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, come on down to your back. Go ahead and grab your knees, rock side to side. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, let your knees fall over to that left side. Extend your right arm out long and look over that right arm. Pull your left knees down with your left hand. Your left knees, whatever, all your knees down towards the left with your left hand. Let your breath start to return to its natural state here. Close your eyes if that feels good. Inhale to bring your knees up through center. And exhale everything to the right side, to your yang side. That right hand's gonna come down to traction my knees. Left arm's gonna come out. I'm gonna stare at the camera. Relaxing through your low back here. One more breath in. On your exhale, bring everything back up through center. Take any final movements you'd like to take. This might make a happy baby pose. Maybe a quick shoulder stand, but we're pretty much down to it here. So just roll around for a second, taking any final movements. And when you're ready, curl yourself up into a little tiny ball. Squish your hands and your toes and your forehead into your knees. Take a big inhale, and come back to that place of gratitude and beauty in your heart. Big breath in. On your exhale, land in that perfect place. Transport yourself there. Go to where that sun is shining for you. And let's stay there for the next couple minutes. Start to lengthen through your inhales and exhales again. Maybe take a full body stretch. Rock your head side to side. Make little fists with your hands and toes. And if you'd like to roll over onto one side tonight, go ahead and roll over onto one side. Slowly make your way back up to your comfortable seat. We'll close with our 3 breaths tonight. Bring your hands to heart center. Please dedicate your breaths to somebody who really needs your extra love this evening. Inhale to sweep your hands up, big reach. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through your nose, big, tall reach. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale. My old teacher used to tell me the light within me honors the light within you. And I feel that way right now, my solo side to this other screen. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to hang out on the chat for a few more minutes. If anybody has any questions about poses, happy to show something. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Also, I've been loving your posts that you've been putting on the Instagram page. Are super cute. So thanks for doing that. They totally make my day. We always clap in class, so I'm going to go ahead and clap because you guys are amazing. And thank you for being here, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Please be safe and think of everybody else that needs to be healthy, healthy, healthy. Thank you guys so much. All the playlists, again, are on Spotify. If you want to take any of them, they're yours to take. Otherwise, at this point, next class is on Wednesday, but if we get into this like super gnarly lockdown, maybe we'll just do class every day because we can't leave our houses. So I don't know. I'm going to take off, and thank you guys so much. I love you. Good night. Don't touch your faces.